morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Qigong for Health and Wellness. Hi, Lynn. My name is Susan Churchill, and I'm a certified trainer with Spring Forest Qigong, which was created by Master Chen Yilin. It's a gentle morning coming in. I even hear chimes somewhere. I'm not sure who's got the chimes, but you might be able to hear those with the chimes of nature. So let's bring our hands together and just enjoy ourselves, filling up with peace as we notice what peace feels like, so we can recognize it anytime we need it. Standing, sitting, or lying down. If you're standing, have your feet shoulder hip distance apart. Soften your shoulders. Your spine starts to realign itself. Your body realigns. Close your eyes. Tuck your chin in. Touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Let a sweet smile come up on your face. Bend your knees a little bit more. And become aware of how beautiful you are in this moment. How peaceful. How restful. How alive. Might even be able to hear the breeze. When you're ready, we'll release our hands down and start bouncing from the knees. First, just let the arms hang down and feel the bouncing, pulling the shoulders. When you get a good softness there, then as if a little breeze is coming up, separates your arms out, lifts your elbows a little bit, and then your fingers separate too. Hi Maria, hi Susan, hi Lily. As much as you can through our practice, have your eyes closed. That helps you to focus inward and to become more aware of all the parts of you, physical and life force. And let's take our hands over our heads. And we'll bounce with our hands over our heads. Hi, Yi Peng, good to see you too. And let the hands just flap at the wrists. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Gently. Deeply. And fully. Breathe in a full breath. Notice what your rib cage feels like as you breathe in. How open is it right now? And as you breathe out, let it go as long as it can go. And gently between the in-breath and the out-breath, have that intention at least of having gentle, switches. Now, when I first started, stick our hands down to our sides and go side to side using our shoulders to lead the movement. When I first started, I could breathe out really long. But when I got to the end of that out breath, I just had this anxiety of, oh, I may not breathe in again. And so my in breath would be sharp and quick. And over not that much time, it started to change, and I noticed that. It's amazing what you notice. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Eve. Welcome, welcome. Oh, wow. Up early. Awesome. Joining, cheering people on. Wow. That's excellent. Hi, Christine. So let your shoulders soften as you come back to center. Elbows are still out, fingers are separated, smiles on your face. And we'll bring in some shoulder shrugs. Lift the shoulders up to the ears, and then we bring our head back, scrunch back a little bit. Knees are still bent. You still have the tongue touching the roof of the mouth. You're still breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. You're still letting a smile come up on your face, and then slowly lower the shoulders down. The head comes up. Feel swoosh of spinal fluid coming up to bathe our brain. Pull the shoulders down like there's a magnet. Releasing any extra stress, just falls away, and release. Do that 2 more times. Shoulders up. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Head back. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Release the shoulders down, head comes up. Whoosh of chi coming up like a nice big wave. Whoosh, splashing down, releasing extra energy, no longer needed. Now let's do 1 more. Shoulders come up, head goes back. Now make sure you're not holding it more than about 9 seconds. Because we want to make sure we're not cutting off that bloodstream and getting all dizzy. So if you get dizzy, hold on to something, sit down, and next time do it half the time first. Okay? Pull the shoulders down. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. We are continuing with our active exercises, which is where we activate the chi, the life force in our body, and get it moving and feel really alive. And we're going to start with tapping the cheekbones, elbows a little bit away from the body. Come to the beginning of the eyebrows. I tend to do those longer. Those are the front and back main energy channels. You want to have those open. Cup the top of your head. Cup the base of your head. Then find the C7, that bump at the base of the neck, and you can massage this in any which way you want to. If you look at Head to Toe Healing Book, Master Lin will do a pinch and release. And sometimes you need to already have a little softness to be able to do that, in my experience, but you can see what's right for you. Okay? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Clap your hands. Now we're stimulating our heart. And cup the inside of the elbows. Start on the left side. Stimulating the lungs. Come to underarm. And you have your hands, one hand back here. So you want to have your left hand behind your head to start with. And then switch. And when you're doing these, we're not just doing a, oh, hello. Hi, nice little kitty. We're cupping. Hands in a cup position. And getting vibration into the whole idea is get that vibration in. Wake everybody up. Say, come on, get up. That morning bell ringing in all of our systems. So here was just cupping the kidneys. And then you can rub with the back of your hands and the palms. And you can come down to the tailbone neck. And the hips. come down to the knees and cup the tops of the knees. Just send the energy into all the parts of the body so everything can wake up and start moving around and give you a beautiful, beautiful day. And you can come up on the toes and down on the heels. Now avoid this if you're pregnant and you know your body, so just exactly what's right for you. Awesome, awesome. So that was all the active exercises. So take a breath in and out. Move around a little bit. See if you feel a little less stiff even than when you first woke up. And of course, if this is at the end of the day, you're probably feeling a good release of like whatever you were doing. Even when you just have your eyes closed, that helps you to let go of all the stuff outside you and focus in. So many wonderful things with our Qigong practice. Breathing, we're visualizing, we're doing movement, and you just do it the best you can. It's good, better, best. And we're feeling. That's a really, really big thing. Okay. So that was the active exercise. So kind of scan your body up and down, and know that every part of your body is with you right now. And we'll get into beginning of the universe position. So feet, shoulder, hip distance apart. Bend your knees, elbows out. Stretch your fingers and toes on purpose. And see if you can feel like you're growing the tips of your toes and fingers out. They're getting longer. Because then we're really focusing there. And those are points that connect to all of our organ systems. So we're, again, activating Qi within all our organ systems. So then release almost all the way, but not quite. Soften those shoulders, spine nice and straight. Tuck your tailbone in and out till you feel like, oh, that feels really good. And then you're at a point, you'll find yourself, and it might not be day one, so no worries. You just say you're there, and then that's going to happen. That's an intention. That you're at the point where you're holding your body effortlessly. Maybe your knees are bent a little bit more, your chin's in, of course. There's a smile on your face. SMILE stands for Start My Internal Love Engine. The tip of the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth. Our eyes are closed. If you can't have your eyes closed, consider doing it sitting so you can have that experience. And then maybe later on when you're feeling more strong that you can balance and have your eyes closed. You can switch, and that's perfectly fine. There's no, like, you have to do it a certain way. You do it the way you can, the best you can. Good, better, best. Your eyes are closed, letting your mind focus inward and see, oh, wow, I'm feeling a little crooked today. One of my shoulders feels up versus the other. And you just notice and you let yourself have intentions of being in balance instead of judgments of I'm out of balance. Can you see the distinction there? Breathe. Let's switch our breathing now, if you can, to in and out through the nose with, again, an intention of having equal in and out breaths, but without forcing. So we're going to watch and see what's going on and have the intention of deep in and out breaths. And once you're pretty much at that point where you're there, then we go inward and we feel the part that is our life force running through us or buzzing around. You might feel it as goosebumps or tingling or heat or cool or just a feeling of sinking in. Then we say the password. Master will give us a password to say to help bring our vibration, so our chi field, we're vibrating at a certain frequency up to the vibration vibration of the universe, of the divine, unconditional love. However you want to think about that. And so we say, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. And we feel how that feels. And we so easily connect to what's most divine for us. Family, creator, guides, masters, like Master Lin. He said you can call upon his energy anytime. This is his practice. You know, this energy will help to guide you in your practice. So, give it a try. This is where we're entering Shen, between being and not being. And when we put our intentions in, so we've got our intention of life balance, pretty awesome intention. And then all your intentions, throw those in. And we're focusing on intentions for ourselves. We're allowing ourselves to be selfish in this, because when we can be in balance, when we can be in a column of peace or happiness, we're just drawing in so much that we're not only full, but we're vibrating out. We're radiating out kindness, love, joy, all of these things. Then we're affecting other people just by being us. Isn't that awesome? All right, so we're on day 12. And so we're going to, I think it's 12. We're going to bring in the last movement from Master Lin's 5-element practice, the healing movement, which is for gratitude, and it's called Connecting to Your Heart's Energy. And so we're going to stand like we usually do, feet shoulder hip distance apart, spine nice and straight, tuck your tailbone, shoulders soften, chin in, smile, 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 breathing in and out through the nose, eyes closed. All of that you can do. Awesome. And then we're just bringing our hands in front of our middle dantian, so the middle dantian is the heart area here. And this time we have our fingers together, just prayer position, easy. The elbows are out, so instead of having them here, have them out. Okay, and the whole movement, one of the things I loved when I started this is that I could do it, even if it might not be exactly the way Master Lin did. I could do it because it was easy. So I like easy. And powerful, that's the thing. So as you breathe in, you slowly lower at the hips. So you want to bend where your body naturally bends. And as you're doing this, feel grateful. And let something come to mind that you are so grateful for. And feel it as intensely as you can. Because that changes it from exercise to like cheesercise, where you're working with your life force. That's what we're doing. Isn't that awesome? So breathing in, we come forward, and what comes to mind right now for me is a beautiful time with family yesterday, celebrating my husband's birthday at medieval times. So if you get a chance to go to one of those and you like the whole idea, and it's so beautiful, they put on such a beautiful show, I highly recommend. And so I'm just feeling grateful. If you're grateful because you were able to get up this morning, if you're grateful for whatever it is that comes to mind, grateful for a breeze, grateful for sounds from nature, grateful that your plumbing works, so many things to be grateful for. And as you fill up that gratitude pot, fill yourself up with gratitude, then it's going to, all the extra is just going to radiate out of you and affect people, places, ideas, animals, in a beautiful way. So let's continue. We've got a beautiful amount of minutes, so let's just go ahead and go into this as deeply as you can and very slowly and gently. And anytime you get tired, you can sit down, you can stop moving, you could, do some breaths and then take it up again. And allow yourself to feel gratitude for, 6, 7, 8 minutes, all right? As you continue, I'll tell you a little bit about the system that we're helping to bring healing. This is the kidney system. It's the water element, and you're feeling grateful, so I think you know that. That's the feeling. We're bringing in gratitude, releasing fear. And you can use dark blue, black, eggplant purple, any of those kind of deep watercolors. You can breathe them in through the pores of your skin, or just the feeling of gratitude, and let it come into everything in your kidney system, which includes, well, it's water, so it's going to be pretty much everywhere. Even your bone marrow, your bones, your brain, your reproductive organs, your kidneys, your bladder. I'm probably missing quite a few, but you just know that. So maybe you could just feel all the water in your body, and it's all grateful. And you feel it flowing through you, this gratitude, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And as it expands through you and you're saturated with this gratitude, you feel things moving, twinges or heat or cool. Maybe you feel little butterfly wings as extra energy you no longer need, which was in the form as fear. transforms back into unconditional love and releases out of your body. So fear can do damage to our kidney system. And gratitude can heal it. And let's continue one or two more breaths. Nice and slowly. Feeling that beautiful gratitude flowing through you, releasing what you no longer need. And you feel lighter and lighter and lighter. And the next time you come up, unless you're enjoying this so much you want to continue, then go ahead and remember to harvest at the end. But if you're ready, we're going to release our hands down. Take a breath up. In, I mean. And you can bring up energy from the ground, or you can pull it down from the universe and just feel more transformations. You don't have to know anything about, the fears or whatever which cause some little blockages or big blockages. You're just going to allow it to let go. All right. Beautiful. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Smiling. And when you're ready, we're going to focus on the lower dantian that's deep behind the navel. And feel as if you're just almost vacuuming everything up that you experience. So the thoughts you had, the sensations you had, all the chi you cultivated of gratitude and peace and whatever you cultivated, the whole experience, so that you can bring in the wisdom, whether you understand it now or not. Just bring that all in and allow it to spin as a beautiful ball of light behind the lower dantian, spinning faster and faster and faster. You're still nice and straight as this ball of light is spinning, spinning, spinning faster and faster, and it starts to get smaller. It's condensing into what we call a dan. Smaller and brighter, and smaller and brighter. So if you can still have your eyes closed, that's awesome, because lots of times you can see that brightness happen behind your eyelids. Smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, until it turns into a tiny little energy pill you tuck deep behind the navel. So if my voice sounds down nice and low and, jazz radio station, that's because we were yelling like crazy. Go Blue Knight! Oh, I was going to take these out for a reason. Okay. So that dan, that's your energy that you've cultivated for each day based on your intentions, which is quite interesting. And this is your vitality center. And so we want to make sure we bring that back in. So if you feel like you're doing something and you're cultivating or whatever, or you start to feel discombobulated, you can come back to that center. All right. So let's rub our hands together, and you can get some heat in between your palms. And then we'll slowly massage the face. So 2 fingers slide up the sides of the nose to the forehead, around the face. You're like drawing a happy heart shape along the face. And you're having these fingertips touch all around the sides of your face, because there's these different energy buttons. And we're helping to let our entire body know. And you can take your fingers through your scalp, and you can cup your head, and you can cup the base of your head. We're letting every part of our body know that this is for them. This is for, all of us together as one. All right. Whew. Take a breath in and a breath out. How are you feeling? How are you feeling today? And then if you want to, you can continue and we can pat the arms. Again, start on the left and then go to the right and pat down the body and underarm and down the sides. And if you have something particular that's on your mind of where you want healing physically, then you can stay there longer, or you can just go there. Cupping your kidneys and rubbing the back of the hand, the kidney area, with the back of the hand and the palm, and tapping the tailbone, opening up the spine. If you are tired, you need some more energy, a little spurt of energy, give yourself some tapping of the tailbone. Bring the thumbs in, tap the hips, come down to the knees, reach around to the back, reach around to the back, cup both sides right, both sides right, come up on the toes, down on the heels. Avoid this if you're pregnant, otherwise you're good to go. Do what's right for you all the time, all right? And then we're going to do one giant 10,000 hand breath in. So take your arms out. Imagine you have 10,000 more hands and arms coming out of your body. And it feels to me lately, you know, like we're just a lotus flower of hands. And then with your inner eye, just look up and you might see light. You might see your family, your pets. Maybe they're pouring down dog treats or something fun. Gifts for you from the universe. Take the gifts and accept them and let it come into your chi field. All the wonderfulness that you are and that you mean to others, as we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. So today was day 12, I think. So we have like 2 more days of this. Yes, absolutely is. 14 days for life balance. Not that we're quitting life balance, you know what I mean. And then we're going to start the next one. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I hope you like these 14 days. We've done quite a few now already. And I've been getting some good feedback. Love your feedback. Okay. Take care and have a beautiful day. Bye.